So I know I've been focusing very heavily on Dota Underlords as of late, and that is still the case because I'm oh so close to finally cracking into Lord of the White Spire, and I want to get that done, and then once I get that done, I plan on probably taking a much heavier dive into Teamfight Tactics, but in the interim, I still wanted to make some content, kind of trickle it in, at least be doing one video a week, though I'd like to be doing more. It's very difficult for me to cover all the stuff I want to cover because there's a lot of game reviews lately I've been trying to work on, and there's Underlords and Teamfight Tactics, and obviously you know the Elder Scrolls Legends is something that is still near and dear to my heart. Oh, well. Oh, come on! That late load-in. Alright, so lag is apparently still a thing that is going to be the absolute bane of me. The late load-in meant I didn't get anything that I wanted. I wanted the Rek'Sai because they had a bow and could maybe let me go Void or Brawlers. After that I wanted the Shen because I'm a big fan of Blade Master right now. And then after those two were gone, I was going to try to get Twisted Fate because I wanted the BF sword more than anything, but for whatever reason, and it probably will come through in the video, things were very laggy. They still are very laggy. I hope this does not hurt me as much as I expect it to. So what do we want to pick up here?
The dark should fear me.
Let's grab, I guess, a little bit of everything. Let's just jam this in for now, so we have something there. Nothing that really went well together there, unfortunately. But again, yeah, you can see the choppiness here, or at least I hope you can see it on the video, but right now, not really great. Probably should have switched it so that they were on the other side, just to take this out before. Oh, hey, look, I'm gonna get gold again, too. I don't like items. Alright, no big deal. We're gonna fight through this. Fight through adversity of the lag. Alright, so we're gonna apparently also do that. But we're gonna go ahead and grab this Vayne 2-star. Swap in the Varus. Lulu's probably still better there as well. She'll be my pseudo tank. I kind of want to pick up this Pike, I think. We're gonna do that. Argument to be made about maybe I should have sold Tristana to pick up the Pike because then I would have had 2 assassins. But right now we're just gonna go with the 2 rangers. Hey look, more gold. Items are overrated, gang. I mean, I know that they're kind of really important in Teamfight Tactics, but items are overrated. Alright, we're gonna grab this Fiora. Mostly we're grabbing the Fiora because, like I said, I'm a big fan of Blade Master. Guess we'll grab the Pike as well. And then I'm a bit torn here. I kind of want to grab these 2 Graves just because there's a pair of them. But I really want to get this one interest. Which means I would have to sell this Tristana. I think I'm actually fine with that. Let's grab these. This early game we're going to be flexible. We haven't really hard commit to anything anyway, so... We got Hose in the initial carousel. Our shop choices have been lackluster for the builds that I feel comfortable with, and we're still dealing with spots of lag. So overall, things are going wonderfully. And I guess we'll grab this.
Should fear me.
But again, not much else is really jumping out at me. I do like sometimes going glacial. Also a big fan of like Elementalist as something that you tack on for other builds. Theoretically, I could just grab 3 shapeshifters and jam them in. I'm just not a big fan of those builds. Like, I'm only sitting on these Graves because I might 2-star and That's potentially relevant. But I would prefer, again, to do something that was like Blade Master oriented, which is why we're holding on to this Fiora. It's also because we might end up being able to go nobles here. I think we'll grab this, just because if we find like an Ashe, that could be relevant. Hey, speaking of Ashe,
The dark should fear me.
so if we jam in Ashe like so, that gives us some Rangers, but also triggers Glacial. I think we're gonna do it something like this for right now. Don't know how I feel about these at the moment, simply because if I sell them I could get an extra gold of interest. I do like having Pike as an option at points, but right now, again, not really fitting what we're doing, so I think we'll bail out for now. Maybe we'll grab more Glacial. Like I said, I do like to go Glacial sometimes, so maybe we'll grab some more Glacial. But I really like Blade Master a lot lately, but we're just not seeing any of those units. Alright, so here I would really like Aatrox, Gangplank. Somebody snag that spatula. Maybe Lysandra because I could sell. Alright, so the Aatrox is gone and that makes me very sad. No! No! Give me the Gangplank. Alright, we'll take the Gangplank. Aatrox would have probably been the best thing for us to grab because already has the bow. Fantastic unit as far as Blade Masters go. Picking up Gangplank now does make me a little bit sad about selling the other pirates. We could have maybe transitioned into some sort of like weird turbo economy build, but beggars can't be choosers. Now the interesting thing here is that we don't really have anybody we want to take out. We do want this Varus.
They will know regret.
And I might want to grab this, because we're not going to likely pick up interest, so we'll grab this as well. So the reason I like to grab Rek'Sai is that later on when you start seeing those tier 4 units, just the pair of Rek'Sai and Cho'Gath can be like a great inclusion as like a 2-unit inclusion. And we're going to get dumpstered pretty hard here. The only reason that I'm not leveling up is, honestly, we don't even have 2 stars yet, right? So I'm trying to mitigate what I'm seeing in the shop, but perhaps I do want to consider leveling up this next round. They already have a cannon as well. Wow. The envy is real. Alright, well, we're going to grab the Fiora. This is a bit of a tough call here. Let's grab this. And let's go ahead and jam Gangplank in, I guess. Yeah, we're still gonna take the L here, but we at least mitigated the amount of damage we took. This is a very uncomfortable build for me. Alright, so this helps. Whoops. I don't know why it keeps selecting. Like, I'm not doing something that, in my opinion, should be impacting that like that, but we'll go ahead and do this. That gives me 3 glacials for the chances to stun. Yeah. The other option was I could have traded out, I guess, Lysandra for Fiora. That was probably going to be correct. Need to reorganize my board a little bit. I just know that the stun is going to likely be pretty important here for me to beat Krugs. So I wanted to maximize the units that could potentially stun. Alright, we're going to be fine, it looks like. Alright. So we can make a Zeke's Herald, which isn't the end of the world. But certainly not ideal either. It's another noble finally. Alright, so in the interim, I do think this goes in. Still have Glacial. We have 3 Rangers with this build. So I could theoretically, because he's at least not 2-star and it doesn't ruin my interest for now, do this. While we wait to maybe find another Varus. Again, this is a bit of a weird build. Not the sort of thing I'm necessarily the biggest fan of. This isn't the sort of thing that I would say going into a game like, oh, I want to build that. We're doing our best. Like I said, I do like Glacial. I mean, I think that's fine, but the rest of this is pretty suspect. Meanwhile, Vayne, who I'm not a big fan of, continues to show up. So it does look like we're on the Vayne train. Do I sit on economy here? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take one more, I think, round of losses. We're at 59 health. When we lose here, we're likely going to drop below 50. But I want to get 4 interest to this round. And then we will go ahead and start aggressively, I think, re-rolling to get some unit quality. Maybe get the spike that we need to be competitive here. Alright, so not exactly a surprise that we take the L there, but and actually we only went to 53. I just want to be low so we have a good pick going into this carousel. You won't let me do the juggle thing?
Precision and grace.
Alright, well, I guess we'll do that. Okay, not exactly the ideal setup we were looking for there. Aatrox and Gangplank probably need to go in so that I can start doing the Blade Master thing. I just don't know at the expense of who.
Is this supposed to be a challenge?
Alright, so we absolutely want the Draven. Like, no questions asked. We are certainly moving / transitioning now to a Blade Master build. Probably even giving up on the Glacial entirely. I saw at least one person on Volibear, so we're competing, and none of those units have hit 2 stars for us, so if we're not going to be at 2 stars anyway and there's nothing for us to commit to long term, then you just do this, jam in this and this. You go ahead and do that. We'll just stick in another Vayne for now, I guess. Sell you. Maybe keep you because you're demon. There's another Shen. Shen's fine. Grab another Draven here. Again, we're going to take a lot of damage as I try to fix this disaster that we have started. We grabbed the Darius because at some point I think we need another Imperial in there for our Draven.
Without mercy.
Cat 1 is pretty bad, actually. This is still not great. I really need to find... Yeah, we just gotta roll down. Gotta find upgrades. Gotta find upgrades. I'm already down to 16. This is gonna be pretty terrible. It's also not really helping at all the fact that
The dark should fear me.
my item choices have been pretty lackluster.
Prepare to die.
So there's another Fiora. Come on. For whatever reason, the lag here is kind of killing me. Like, frustratingly so. Alright, that'll help on that Spectrum as well. And we finally grabbed ourselves some items while we are at it. So maybe now things are looking up. And we're going to go ahead... take a level up as well. Want to get like I think a rapid fire cannon there, but well, that will 2-star Shen for next round anyway. Really like to get like a BF sword on Draven just so that he stays alive. So what am I looking for here? Alright, so that helps us quite a bit. I know I've passed up a fair amount of, like, cats at the moment, but... yeah, let's just keep rolling down. Probably should have made that decision before combat started here. Hold on to the Shen for now, I guess. Alright, so the Vayne will help. Alright, we just gotta hope that Turbo Draven here is enough to carry us. Vayne 3-starring helps. So I would really like to find a Gangplank here. Man, probably should be buying all these cats the way that it's going. I mean, I could throw a Rage Blade there. I could... Wish I could sell that gangplank. So that I could reposition it and throw a Rage Blade on Draven here. That's what I really want. We need one more Blade Master to really set things off for us. After I panic bought all the way down, we're going to try to restore the economy a bit so I can get up to jamming in at least one more unit. Oh, and there's a Yasuo. Okay. I just need to get there. Alright. Definitely need to get our economy rolling to get that in, but we have a tough decision to make because now if I break Imperial, I can get Tier 2 Blade Master. Which is not necessarily an easy decision. But I think that it's the right one. So Cat's the next one to go in. I could maybe give a Curse Blade there, but I think I'm supposed to hold out. This is a tough call. I'm so low on health, so like I'm kind of second guessing everything. Wow, I just got dumpstered hard. I just need to survive long enough. They have a Draven as well, but their Draven is only 1 star, but has way better items. Again, ideally, I think that's the best 3 items you can get on a Draven. If I didn't need Yasuo to assemble my squad. Alright, so we'll grab this. I need 2 more Fioras to 3-star her. Selling that would allow me to put at least a BF sword here. And this is all so terrible. And again, I'd like to get something here as well, but maybe I do have to just bite the bullet and throw this here. And then just put the BF sword here so that I'm maximizing my my output for now. Because I can't afford to lose much more in terms of health. Though I only have to survive long enough to like outpace 1 more person. Oh, they have so many items. So like in that regard, we're in a good spot. I think I just hold tight here. Could argue maybe selling the Shen. But I don't really need to at the moment. Yeah, top 4 is all I'm aiming for. Because this started pretty rough. And I've arguably made a few misplays. Like, this Vayne, I mean, you could argue maybe that the 2-star Cat is not as important as the 3-star Vayne or vice versa, because Vayne's literally only in my lineup because it's a 3-star. Does nothing else for me. I don't have nobles at the moment. Alright, well that gives me a rapid fire cannon if I want it. Jam that there. I think we're going to put the rapid fire cannon on Aatrox. This Aatrox got kind of shut out of that fight on positioning as well, which was not great. I'm going to have to move my Fiora. Thankfully it didn't punish me too bad. I still need at least one more Gangplank. Yeah, I don't think that that's really something that I want to move anywhere at the moment. I think I want this Swain though, right?
We are at war. Do not forget it.
Probably this as well. This doesn't do much to help out this. So yeah, I want this over here, I think. Take the reroll because at this point I don't think I'm ever hitting the max level, and again I really need to hit this Gangplank here. So now the next question is whether the 2-star cat is better than the 1-star. I don't think we can beat that Ash there, Aatrox. There's another Swain. I feel like these should be moved over. More people are like on this side now. Yeah, this is the I think we're about to get eliminated. The Turbo Draven again. But they have now hit 2 stars and they again still have just better items than I do. But we did a good job of beating everyone else. Just doesn't matter when they're oh, we did it. Okay. So I locked because I want to get oh, this is such a tough call here, because I can take Yasuo or I could take this Gangplank. I want the Yasuo. We're gonna Hail Mary. Gangplank would have been a guaranteed upgrade, but we're already in the top 4, so... Why not play for big splashy plays? We're gonna get rid of this and take a couple of rerolls here. So if we find another Swain, Swain replaces Cat. We would also like to upgrade Gangplank, and if we find another Yasuo, works out pretty well as well. You know what, let's just do that. Let's be honest. It's better than nothing at this point. The silence might be relevant, and it doesn't matter. Looks like we're gonna get eliminated unless Draven can carry me. And he does, okay. Draven doing Draven things. Turns out, still a Liga Draven. We got a long way to go versus those other 2 people, though. Hey, Gangplank! I probably should sell these to hunt for one of these. Like, I don't think that I'm doing much to help myself by keeping them, but I don't know. We're gonna try. Alright, so they've got a couple of 3 stars. Oh, this is the one with the Ash. Yeah, this is the person I feel like I really need to reposition for, if I'm being honest. Because I can't get to the Ash enough, I don't think. Sejuani ult really hurts. Yeah. So we're eliminated now. Unfortunate. We did our best. I think it's tough if you don't get the BF sword for Draven. And I think that I don't know, things were quite a bit clunky. We might have been able to hit like one more power spike. It really is upsetting when they have 1 health. That's what stopped me from getting 3rd place there, this 1 health, but oh well. Anyway, wanted to get some content out. I know this is not a flashy game by any means. This is probably a great game to maybe show how you mitigate a bad game. The beginning was laggy. I didn't get the units I wanted. Then the shot didn't go the way that I wanted it to. This is not a good performance, and I am not going to pretend that it was. But I'm still okay with a top 4, all things considered. And I'm looking forward to the new patch. New patch is coming, I believe in like 2 days is when it's scheduled, something like that. 2 days from me recording this. I think that by the time this comes out, maybe the new patch is going to be live, I believe Tuesday. So anyway, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Hope to catch you in the next video.